am I looking for? Your channel. Yeah, hey, our moxers. Welcome back. Yeah, hey, our moxers. Feels like we're back for the first time ever. I'm getting flashbacks. I'm just checking that one works. That one works. Quality, I don't know if Twitch, I can't, because it's been that long. I don't know if Twitch has the same quality as, Kick has the same quality as Twitch. We'll see. I think YouTube's got a much better quality. But Kick and Twitch are better platforms. You'll be on YouTube? Yeah. I feel dirty being on Kick. I do. But I thought about it the other day. It's not the platform, it's a person that's on it. But I do. I just have this dirty feeling about being on Kick. But we'll give it a go. Until we get Twitch back. All right. Put him over there. So, actually, there's a few things. So, we're going to get the old notepad up. Because the first thing I was thinking about is obviously we want a leveling guide. So, but efficiency within the game. So, you can be, okay, let's write efficient. If I can spell it right. I don't even know how you spell bloody efficient. Why did I spell it wrong? So to be efficient, what we want to be efficient in is leveling. Finding resources. We want to be efficient in where we place our skill points. And intel points. Is there anything else we want to be efficient? We love you no matter. Thanks, our Moxes. It's a matter of what do we want to be? What else do we want to be efficient in? That is the question. Why is my phone on loud? Let me turn this off. Oh, why is my mum calling me? My mum is literally calling me right now. Hang on, give me a second. Where's the mute button? Geez, they call it the most inappropriate times, don't they? All right. So efficient. So leveling, resources, skill points, intel points. I think. See, but part of that, the leveling process, is speed. So we obviously want vehicles, and part is the leveling, and then it's obviously minimizing distance traveled, because there's definitely going to be a. Oh, maybe shouldn't have used Notepad. Distance traveled. You know what's crazy is our Moxes, when you did that, the follow, that was the first time I've heard that for a long time. I was like, whoa, where'd that come from? It gave me that same exciting feeling as the first time that used to go off. Got to love a good car crash. Is my camera? It's the first time I'm looking at myself as well. I could zoom out my camera. Am I too far in? Starting to figure out another day. So we obviously want vehicles, distance traveled, contracts and story. Very important in regard. Story, I think the story's a no-brainer because you just essentially just have to do story. But there's contracts you're going to need to get, i.e. because they're going to give you skill points or intel points or weapons. So you may get a good weapon out of it as well. So I think that's another big one. Contract story. Oh, the other one was buying. So I didn't spend any points, any dollars, whatever they're called. What is it? Solus? Not Solus. Solus is Throne Liberty, I think. Forgot this was a thirsty job. Purchasing, so buying items. So there are going to be times where buying items may be more beneficial. Because one thing I did, I ran back and forth between the shipwreck and the testing station to get stuff, but not knowing whether I need to save my money, man, what I could have done, I could have gone and bought I literally needed one EMF. And to get one EMF, I had to leg it somewhere else to go get it. And that probably wasted half an hour to an hour because I stayed there, got a few mats while I was there as well. But yeah, I ended up going away for an hour, coming back to finish the task I was doing for one EMF. One of the first kills you, if you are on a bike, you get an MK1 bike back. So yes, I actually, if you go look at my shorts, Zao Moxes, I got a short. It happened to me, but it was on the second time I died. But yeah, I think you have to have a bike before they give you a bike back, which is good. But yeah, to that point, it would be good to know if you just pick up a damaged one, die, and get that back. I stuffed up big time. I was meant to put, or I took all my clothes and stuff off, ran to the desert, thinking it's fine if I die to the worm. But stupid me actually forgot to put the stuff in the box. I took it all off, and I was running out naked. I didn't realize I had all my items in my inventory. So we want to leveling vehicles, distance traveled, contract story, buying items. We want to know about what resources to get, where to prioritize skill points, where to prioritize intel points. Is there anything else? Because we've got some information. We've got majority of Act 1. It's Act 2 we don't know about. And then Endgame. I saw Spice. Spice was good. I think, look, if we start here, I think we're good. So one thing I was looking at what I want to find, to your point, is there a page that has all the contracts and all the quest items? So the contracts will be like short quests with a goal to achieve, rewards given the completion. These contracts will be obtainable through trading posts. The contracts are co-op, meaning players can play through together. That's probably another thing. I'm just going to write that down here. There's no scaling. So playing in a group is far more efficient. The fact that you can, how do I keep spelling this wrong? It's far more efficient because if one of them finishes it, you finish it as well. It's crazy. I think there should be some scaling in that for sure. But I think our goal is we're definitely going to have looking for groups of 4. So there's going to be groups of 4 that want to pretty much maintain the same thing. The hard part is if you don't do this part now, so you can get a group of 4 and you can still start grinding out the missions and quests, but you get to a point, if you're not aligned with the group or the group's not aligned in what you're going to do, some people are going to want to go grind this and some people want to go grind that. Then that's just going to slow you down completely because you try to keep up with the group, but at the same time the group have different requirements, what they want to do. So what have we got here? Dune Awakening, game news, announcement, abilities, characters. I was hoping. So I did see this the other day on Fextra Life. So quests, Dune Awakening wiki, quests in Dune Awakening form the core of the progression, exploration, storyline, blah, blah, blah. Dune Awakening quest guide. This are all the quest types in Dune Awakening. So you got the main story quest, follow the primary narrative from your awakening to Arrakis to the fate of the missing Fremen. So that we've got to do. Then faction quests, support or sabotage great houses like Atreides and Harkonnen. So we didn't get to see the faction quest. We didn't get that far to be part of the faction. Part we can't do now. Mentor quests, complete quests from powerful NPCs, mentors to unlock new schools and skill trees. Important, depending on what you're prioritizing for your class. Because if there's something you're not going to use, then it's probably not as important to go charge off and do that one just yet. I think getting levels XP is a massive thing. Just because, and I'm just pulling up another page, just because if you obviously get those levels, you get more points. And if you get more points, then obviously you grow more. We got the first 2 to 3 faction quests, I think. Really? Oh, we got them, but we couldn't complete them though, could we? Just because we had, I think it was go to the village or whatever it was. Then we know our contracts, repeatable. Oh, they're repeatable PvE objectives found in outposts and trade hubs, useful for farming resources and reputation. I didn't realize they're repeatable. Event quests, dynamically triggered quests based on world changes like spice blows or Sedurka activity. Haven't seen. And exploration quests discovered by venturing into caves, ruins, and hidden locations across the desert. Did we find any exploration quests? I think I did. I think I found one, but I'm not sure. Definitely complete the first one for Atreides. The second one and third one. Oh, was it the Atreides one? Was just go talk to the guy, wasn't it? From in the Anvil, I think it was. So everything we know about quests in Dune Awakening, quest structure and progression. Quests in Dune Awakening are designed with branching dialogue, reactive outcomes, and lasting consequences. Success or failure can change future quest lines. I did not know that. But this is what I'm saying. If you're in a group, it seemed to me it's very difficult to fail. I don't know how you would fail if you're in a group. And that's another thing, group composition, but I don't know. I think everyone can pretty much start building the same class. You just start off at a different class. I think you essentially build in a certain area. I think there's some definite certain trees that you need to go with from the beginning to get your mats up. But journey system, all quests contribute to the journey path. What's the journey path? We'll do that in a second. Journey path, influencing your progression in 5 playstyle archetypes: killer, explorer, survivor, crafter, and socialite. Completing quests aligned with your archetype unlocks special abilities, bonus, and narrative choices. How to find start quests, talk to the faction emissaries, explore remote regions like Deep Desert and Hagar Basin, accept contract from terminals, trigger environmental events. Hey, McTwisty! They say don't start as trooper, as the trainer for that is in the very first shop area. Which one was a trooper? Which one was it? I'm trying to think where he was. Because I did the plantologist. Which one was the trooper? Is he the one that gave me the grappling gun? Where was he? But look, that is a good point. He was to the left of the quest console. So that's a good point. I guess when you start now, yeah, you're probably right. But what happens if you do start as trooper? Does that mean you get an extra point in trooper? I guess that's if the trooper was that lucrative. Yeah, no, I get your point. Exploration quest was the 197 testing station, the one in the West Familiar's Gap with the large hole. You find a dude dead by a bike and he was a quest contract item. Yes, actually I did. I did get him. I remember him. Yes, the dead dude. He was at the start of the shipwreck or something. I did. You don't. You talk to the trooper and he says you already have this. Oh, you're kidding. Oh, so he's a complete waste. Okay. That's good to know. That is. There's no benefit, is there? I'm just trying to think. Is there a benefit that the trooper will bring across? Like, is there any armor, gear, weapon benefit of being a trooper front up? Other than being forced to put your point straight up in the into it already. None. All right, done. No trooper. So quest rewards and benefits. So spice, Is a value spice melange. I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna have to go watch a movie. Valuable currency used in trading and crafting. Is that what it was called? Was that the gold? And did we use that for crafting? Okay. For the BG is the best early, just because of the super speed. People kept saying, "Oh, they wish they tried that one." How do you say it? What's his bloody name? I have to read the thing. Ben Gesserit. Bane or Ben Gesserit? Because he started, the speed, the Bindu Sprint. Is that the one? Reading away the voice, body control. Recovery, trauma recovery, sun tolerance. Manipulate instability. So this one, what's this? You override your nervous system. Stamina drain, cooldown. If you're going to watch the movie, do the first one. It is shorter and more focused on the gameplay elements. I feel like they modeled the game after the original 1980s movie. Gotcha. Yeah, I'll do that. I won't do it tonight. By the time I finish here, it'll be bedtime for sure. I'm going to be here for the next, probably next 3 hours, I reckon. Because we're going to be finding these contracts. And look, if we have to go through gameplay and footage to start writing down these contracts ourselves, then it looks like that's what we're doing. But we'll see how we go. Pull this page up over here. So, what are we saying? The journey system serves as a backbone of player progression. Funcom's highly anticipated MMO. Blah, blah, blah. All information on this page is based on official interviews. Contains a thorough list of known missions in Dune Awakening. Hey, there we go. That's what we want. And open up. So the journey system in Dune Awakening answers the traditional MMO questing rather than just relying on rigid linear quests. The system encourages self-directed play that evolves with the player. Inspired by Conan Exiles, Dune Awakening takes things further, beginning with the structured tutorial phase before branching into multiple diverse paths. Once players establish their first base and gain initial orientation, the journey unfolds into 5 major paths, each aligned with a specific archetype. As players progress, each of these 5 core paths split into 5 additional branches, allowing for deep customization and personal expression. So this is something we didn't see in the beta. Now, correct me if I'm wrong if we did, but I don't think we saw this in the beta, because I don't remember going on a path, but they could have been taking me a path. I just didn't see myself going on a different path. So the journey system is structured around 5 key archetypes, each tailored to a distinct playstyle. So what I need to know now, because this is I did not know or realize this one, is how do these change what we know already? So Killer, focused on PvP and combat mastery, drawn to discovery, secrets, and vast landscapes of Arrakis. So were these definitely not these? I'm just double checking. Assassination, tactician. Okay, explorer, scientist. Explorer, drawn to discovering secrets in the vast landscapes of Arrakis. Prioritizes resource management, harsh condition endurance, and solo gameplay. Specializes in crafting, logistics, and economic gameplay. Emphasizes on diplomacy, trading, and group dynamics. So I'm going to have to see if we can find some detail on that. I'm going to add that to the list. I'm not going to do it right now, but so journey system. So copy them. Because I just if there's a journey system and everyone gets to pick, prioritize a certain archetype, then can a group of 4 finish and get to endgame, or when does this journey system start? Because if a group of 4 is going off, can they start selecting different archetypes? Or if a group of 4 starts, do they need to maintain the same archetype throughout the period of them playing together? Because there's a lot of people. See, I don't know enough, but I'm just making assumptions here until we find out more. Because Killer, a lot of people are going to go Killer. It's either Killer for the focus of PvP. explorer, drawn to discovery, secrets, and the vast landscape. So I think that's important, because if we're chasing something important, you're going to need an explorer, but you're not going to need a lot of them. You just, if someone's dedicated out there and wants to do that type of stuff. Survivor, resource management, harsh condition endurance, and solo gameplay. Okay, great. For the solo people, perfect. Not necessarily in a guild or group environment, but we'll be able to, might be able to 8. I don't know if this is just a PvE archetype, because I can see there's a PvP component to this archetype, as in you would outplay or outlast someone. In a PvP zone, if you had to run across the desert, someone's chasing you, you're a survivor, there's a good chance that you're gonna win. Crafter. Specializes in crafting, logistics, and economic gameplay. Every group needs a crafter. So from a guild group perspective, we're going to need killers. We're going to need crafters. Very important. And then with a few explorers to help discover, unlock secrets within the game. However, some people outside of your guild may find this, it's just going to be on Google. We might not need to be explorer, depending on what that is. And then socialite emphasizes diplomacy, trading, and group dynamics. What benefits does the socialite have? I do not know. You can't click on these, can you? All right. Well, we'll move on. We'll move on to contracts. In addition to journeys, Dune Awakening offers contracts, group-focused optional quests that provide additional rewards found in the various trading posts across the world. Contracts are perfect for cooperative players like to engage in more structured content without interrupting their personal journey progression. So that's what I'm saying. Here it is. Personal journey without interrupting their personal journey progression. So how are you not interrupting the personal journey progression if you're doing group play? And then you got dynamic progression. The journey system is more than just branching path. Encourages players to experiment, switch directions, or go all in on a single archetype. Whether you want to specialize and diversify, the system supports evolving play styles and avoids boxing players into predefined roles. So with that in mind, the team built the journey system to identify the support each other's players' chosen route, where there's slaying rivals, building empires, or uncovering ancients. So is the journey system essentially, where are we? This? By putting points into this, and you end up becoming a class, an archetype? I do not know. Yet. I do not know yet. All right, so this is where I'm hoping. So I actually saw this the other day. Now, I'm hoping they've updated it. 9th of May, they haven't updated it. So here's a full mission list of Dune Awakening grouped by narrative progression and geographical zones. Use a walkthrough to track your journey across Arrakis, from the first desperate steps after the fall of Proteus to your trials of Amelia's Gap, and all the way into the shadowy depths of Jabal Ifrit and beyond. Apologies if I mispronounce that. Each mission page offers detailed objectives, tips for survival, and strategies for mastering the shifting sands. So we do have, I'm going to put Discord up over here so it stops popping up on my right there. Sorry, 2 seconds. All right, so the Fall of Proteus, quest in Dune Awakening. The Fall of Proteus is the opening chapter. Is this when we start the game, we don't do the tutorial, we'll go straight in? So from memory, the 4 Proteus notable quests, rewards in Dune Awakening, list of important notable rewards for completing the quests. So the starting equipment includes the mole vests, the breeches, and the boots. Acquire Frem Kit, crafting. Crafting and introducing immediately after acquiring your Frem Kit, scrap metal knife, created by salvage metal via the crafting menu. So one thing, and this is probably, and I'm just by reading it now, starting off from the leveling, then we're sort of like understanding the leveling path now, is there's a lot of things, if you've already got it, once you get the quest, you can complete the quest straight away. There's no if, buts, or maybe. Sometimes you have to put it in the box and pick it up, or drop it, pick it up, give it to a guy, someone trade it with you, whatever it is. However, if you've got it done already, so I think it is important to pick up stuff as you go. So as soon as you get in the game, start picking up items. Move this over here, it's getting in my way. So first one is crafting is introduced immediately. It would be good. I was hoping. Oh, is it down here? I wanted to see rewards based on getting equipped, shelter, or quest in Dune Awakening. What's this? No, they're marked, but they're not showing us. They're not showing you XP or how much you need or anything like that. One thing we can do though, was it this one? No, it was back to this one. One thing we can do though, is we know that the starting quest, go back, is easy. The tutorial, if we have to, actually, I don't know if you know, because I didn't do that. Do you have to do the tutorial if you don't pick the tutorial stage? So you skip that and go straight to a new beginning? Oh, you can't even click it. Error 404. Jesus. Oh, I do have drink. Oh, I ran out of drinks. So new beginning, Vermilius Gap. There's actually not a lot of quests for a new beginning, is there? Put that over there so you don't have to see me type. What is it? No, we've got it here, don't we? Dune Awakening character level guide to 200. Wow. This can't be right. Dune Awakening complete leveling guide from 1 to 100. This is not possible. Oh, this is good though. This can't be it. So positive. Look, we've found, actually, I'm going to mark this one. Daniel Magic Stark Hassar, Dune Awakening Complete Leveling Guide 1 to 100. Put this out 2 days ago. So the maximum level in Dune Awakening is 200, requiring you to get 458,000 XP to reach. Throughout your leveling journey, you will earn 199 skill points and 779 intel points. The ladder only up to level 125. So it takes you up to 125 to get all intel points. That also means you have to go to all the outposts and so forth to get them. Well, requirements increase dramatically from levels 101 onwards. For efficient progression, combine contracts from major houses, main quests, and regular activities. The question is, do you do the contracts in those zones as you're in them, or do you come back? Because the positive is if you're doing these contracts while you're in the zone, you're saving time on not having to come back. But when you come back, you'll probably come in a copter, you can hit it, you're probably over-leveled, you clear out the complete space, it's a complete annihilation. However, if you don't do it and you push the areas as far as you can, does it get to a point where it becomes that difficult where you go, oh, I should have continued doing the contracts and the activities early on, so I was leveled up enough once I got to those zones. So I don't know what the trade-off is there, but we'll see. So what's he got here? So character leveling in Dune Awakening represents the fundamental progression mechanic that determines the character overall strength and unlocks new possibilities in the game. Your character level isn't just a number, it's the key to better abilities, advanced technologies, and dominance on the planet Arrakis. How to gain XP mostly efficiently. Experience points are the currency of your character's growth. You gain them through various activities. So in completing small tasks, 20 XP. Fulfilling main objectives, 100 XP. Achieving accomplishments, 450 XP. And completing contracts for House Atreides, up to 10,000 XP. This is 100% written ChatGPT. Combine daily activities with major contracts for powerful factions to optimize XP gain. Combine daily activities with major contracts for power. In later stages, focus on high XP activities offered by prominent houses. So they're saying the best way you're going to... you can only take this at face value for now because I don't know how you know this. I know there's some people in the closed beta probably leaking information and whatnot. But because I know killing people as well, you get XP. So if we go back, I'll just bring up a YouTube video. Bit of a selfish plug. Where is Fire Play, View Channel, Live. Now, if we go back, I'll go back to my, when did I start? I got a 2-hour one. Here we go. Day 1. There's my head. Steps in the world for the first time. So this is, if we would be able to skip this section because this is a tutorial. This is like 11:30 at night. Oh, we're starting to get the guild. Get him equipped. Oh, we need to kill someone. Holy shit. Landmine. How many people got done by that landmine? I never see them. I literally run straight over them. Okay, we're at the scavenger camp. Oh. I think this first night that I played was all... what was it? All tutorial. So I just want you to kill someone, mate. Just hurry up, will you? Here we go. This guy is tired, you can see. Oh, just created the guild. You're wasting my time. Building. Get to a point where you kill someone, will you? Did you kill someone there at that camp? Oh, here we go. Oh, go in the cave. Go in the cave, you dickhead. Why didn't he go in the cave? Can't see my health bar. Maybe that's why. All right, and we'll go to the next video. Where's the 11-hour one? All right, let's go kill someone. Killed that bloke. EMS. Pick them. So I think one thing I did learn is picking up oh, here we go. I'm going to kill someone. XP 20. Is that just by shooting him? I didn't kill him. Plus 17. Plus 34. So did that were they 2 separate kills, the 17 plus the 34? No, that would have been added up. They should have been 17 XP each. So where he goes, let's move him up here for a second. You can pause. So where this guy is saying from a leveling, where do we go? Saying 20 XP for completing small tasks. It's 17 XP for killing someone. So just killing people overall gets you XP. Argument's sake. And I think that's where you get some quick levels for the first few levels. Doing your quest, but you're killing people already. So where's my calculator? He's saying we need 400. I'm doing a stupid calculation. Now, I have no idea if the XP is going to scale or you will maintain 17 XP from level 1 to level 200. I assume you would, and I assume that the levels will end up getting, you end up getting more XP per kill. But just off these base level guys, we had 400, actually, like, no point doing it here. You're watching. Calculator. So we've got 8,603 divided by 17 equals. You only need to kill 26,977 people. So it depends on how efficiently you want to go about this. So if you were playing Diablo, that wouldn't be a problem. You'd get that done in half an hour. Close him off. So filling main objectives, achieving accomplishments. Surely it's not stock standard XP throughout from... That's another thing. Achieving accomplishments 450 XP. Surely it's not 450 XP whether you're 1 to 200. Surely it gets higher. Completing contracts, House of Treaties, Harkonnen up to 10,000 XP. So you got the levels. I think I do like XP needed for this level. Oh, so as soon as you get to level 7, it is 600 XP until the next level. It is always 600 to the next level. And then you get a skill point for every single level. And then you get the intel points actually change. Because I guess once you get to the iron as well, you need 5 intel points to achieve a research, to be able to research something. And then again, look, it goes up to 10. So as soon as you get to 31, you're getting 10 research points. That makes sense. Because when I was finishing up at the end of the beta, I think I must have got 2 levels. And yeah, I automatically, I was like, where did all these research points come from? But that makes sense now. So if we're only chasing 600 XP, that's not bad. And let's just say you had no contracts. Where's that calculator again? So 600 divided by 17. So argument's sake, you were struggling for XP and you needed to get some intel points just to be able to research that next thing. You need to skill 35, 36 if you want to do it correctly, but you're not going to be struggling that much. Up to 35 people to kill just to get that extra point if you need that. So that's probably another thing to note, because you might go off, oh, fuck, I need to get another contract to get the XP, to get another level because I don't have the research points. As long as you know, and these are basic level mobs. Basic level mobs, I don't know if the XP is going to go higher, and you think it should, but at the same time, it might not, considering it probably doesn't. It probably stays 17 across the board, because up to level 100, you only need 600 points per level. Because usually if the XP scales by the level of a mob, your XP will scale as well, and your ant will grow, and there'll be a curve to get to the point. So it's not until level 100 that it starts to actually do that. So from a graph perspective, it did go backwards. No, it slowly starts to bump up. Slowly starts to bump up. I wouldn't even say these are big numbers. Okay, once we get to the 175s, okay, up. It's getting big now. And look, the highest between levels is 13,000 to get to 200. I don't know, but this seems very achievable. Get him out of the way. Put him over there, considering my head's in the way. That seems very achievable. If an achievement's giving you 450 XP, you almost got a level. You would have killed a few mobs achieving that accomplishment. I think it's going to be... Am I wrong in saying that I think it's going to be easy to get to 200? Based on repetitive contracts. I don't know. Anyway. So, did he have a leveling guide underneath? He had a leveling guide underneath this. That's right, didn't he? Okay, so what did he say here? Many players waste intel points on non-essential research. Remember, you won't get any more after level 125. So what's the maximum... what's the research tree? We need to get the research tree up. Tree Dune Awakening. That'd be amazing. They call it a technology tree, don't they? September, 6 days ago. That'll be this one. So, the water discipline one is really good. You kidding, are you? Damn, I thought they would have exploded it for us. That didn't happen. Nerd. That's me. Mate, we are 100%, we're figuring out what we need to do to make sure we're not fucking around at launch. But the problem is, I'm hoping to find a research tree. But I cannot currently find the research tree. Every class skill. I got all skills. All skills are there. That's the easy part. What about Games Radar? What do they got for us? No, we know all that. We know all that. Someone should have. I don't know why I didn't do this the other day. Research tree. Dune Awakening. Technology tree. Is that what it is? It is a technology tree. The only problem is Dune Awakening will feature the technology tree used throughout the crafting system, including machines to the basis, steel and vehicles, like as well through the tree. Players gain access to modifications. Yeah, but we want to see the technology tree. Damn. Get rid of him. Technology tree. Skill tree, best generating skills. Wow. I can't believe no one's looked at technology tree. Everyone's looking at classes. No one cares about the technology tree. Nothing. Only thing I can think of. All right, look, we don't need it right now. We're getting distracted. The only thing I can think of is finding when I was actually researching or going through the technology. Oh, this is where I died. That was a bad day. See all this gear? I lost it all to a sandworm. So upset. Actually, they don't call it technology tree. It's a research tree. It previously was called technology tree. No, I cannot see the research tree anywhere. But to be honest, I didn't find an issue. Yeah, I didn't see an issue with crafting everything. So most games you'll go in and you won't craft. What's it called? You won't craft certain items or things just because they're useless. But actually, maybe it was. I don't know if I recorded it last day. Where was I? Open that bad boy up. Looks like I'm actually playing. The building wasn't bad. Once you could get into that advanced menu, that was good. We don't want to watch that. That was my ugly garage I built. Oh, no, I'm dead. Oh, this was horrible. Sorry, I'm getting distracted here. So I got up here and it came into a cutscene. Where are we? I was sitting here, I was aiming a guy up, about to shoot him. It went into a cutscene. I don't know why it's taking so long to load. Went into a cutscene. As soon as it finished the cutscene, as I was in the cutscene, I could hear that I was dying. And then, yeah, it'd end up, that was death. Here we go. Watch this. So I lined him up. Cutscene. It's like, oh, great. What's this cutscene? What does this mean? Did I finish the game? You know, I don't know. Didn't know what was happening here. Great. Rocket, bang, ship down. Standard day at work. Binoculars are actually pretty good. Dead. While I was watching the cutscene. Can you believe that? So I didn't press awaken. And then I didn't, because as soon as the cutscene finished, I could have clicked awaken, picked up my body. But I got to this point, nothing worked. I couldn't press anything. I was dead. There's nothing I could do. So that was actually very disappointing. Anyway, that's not what we're here. We're looking for the research. Surely you're going to research in a second. Go to the research, mate. Go to the research. So you got 5 points to spend in your research, buddy. Go click it. The part I didn't like is you couldn't hover over the map icons on the left. Every time you went to it, it would just like disappear to the map to the... I guess it wasn't clickable, but... No, I think I'm going to waste my time just going through this. But we want to know the quest too. How good was picking up the new cut array? The Mach 2 cut array. That changed a lot. I might have to scan through this tomorrow. Whoa. We've got the journey. See, okay, so for example, banking Solaris, was that a contract? Because they came in stages on it, and as you can see, completable by a party member. And the unique Mach 2 is even better. Oh, I didn't get the unique. I did not get the unique. Actually, there was a interactive map. That's right. What was the good interactive map that I saw? Do I have it up here? Dune Awakening. The fuck? I didn't do that. Yeah, I'm pause there. That's right. Was it Dune Awakening interactive map? Yeah, it was this one. So I got Arrakis, Harkov, and Deep Desert. Was this the one that told you where all the bits and pieces were? Olive's Quick Cutter. Really? Dude, where was that? Oh, there's another. Sorry, there was another site. Which one was it? I think it was the one that you linked. What was the site that you were using? Why do I not have it there? Where's June? I can't believe you found the difference between the circuit 1 and circuit 2. That was crazy. Bloody, there's too many messages to find the website. Oh, this one, Dune Awakening items. Gaming, got it. I got it. Oh, and then the other one was So we got the Olive's Quick Cutter. So quick, unique. So you do this at the fabricator. You spice infused iron dust and Olive's Quick Cutter. And these are the things you got to prioritize. And this is another thing as well, prioritizing these schematic drops, because they're going to give you that advantage to get through. Testing station 197. Is this where the testing station is? Is it? Oh, yeah, it is too. They just didn't mark it as a testing station. But if you use this site to find Olive's, does it say which map it's in? It'd be good to search from which maps. I'm sorry. Oh, but you got gathering tools. So you got static compactor, Sims cutter. What's the difference between Olive's? Oh, no, it's a tier 1 unique, tier 2 unique. Nice. Okay, that's good. That's good to know. So if we were to go to, because this would be everything that we know of so far, I'm guessing. Oh, look at this guy. Where's he? Oh, he's in the west side as well. Spice-infused dust, silicon blocks. It's just more spice-infused dust that we need. But at the same time, I think it tells you where the spice-infused dust is, isn't it? Or was I wrong? Oh, go back one. Skill builder, server status, database, placeables, building skills, NPCs, contract. Oh, it tells us contracts. It does. I'm sitting here reading all. Oh, does it tell you what to get for the contracts? So you start off, and here's the other. It's a shame it doesn't tell you what you get for the contract. Info? Damn. Damn. I was hoping Third Vengeance. That sucks. I was hoping it would tell you what you get for doing that contract. From what I gathered, the unique items are tier 5. So iron is tier 2, and unique cutter is tier 2.5. 0.5. Gotcha. I think. Well, so we've got what's placeables? That's the standard stuff. Items is what we can get. Skills, we know them. That's fine. NPCs, we know about those dudes. Contracts and XP table. Actually, we'll go to the story. Familius Gap. At least it tells you. Look, so at least the story tells you what unlock by doing what you're unlocking at each section. So side quest, total XP awarded 100. That's not a lot of XP, is it? Oh, so this one's telling you how much XP you get. And these aren't side quests. Oh, no, the side quests? So total XP of side quests is 1900 for Vermilius Gap. We picked side quests, that's why. Vermilius Gap side quest versus the main story, Find the Fremen. Total XP is only 400. Is that all? This is just doing the trials. The trials are terrible. What I mean is they're better than tier 2, worse than tier 3. Look, I guess it's how quick can you get to tier 3. That's probably another point. If you can get to tier 3 quickly, you don't need to go find these extra items. But yeah, so the trials are terrible. What else do you get from the trials? Surely there's something else. And the new beginning. This is where is this where we get these things? So we unlock all the bike stuff across the gap. Total awards 100. But overall, new beginning is 800 XP. So you're not getting a lot of XP doing the main story. Oh, they're terrible. I expect the trial to be hard, jumping, do this, that, and the other. Oh, stopping and starting does my head in. Creeping does my head in. It's the same for every tier, I think. Also, you go to most of these places anyway. Oh, as in you do, true. That's very true. So you don't necessarily, you're not like you're going out of your way to get it. It's a matter of you want to get there quicker or not, I guess, yeah. And do you want to save those resources? So the iron bloody dust, do you want to use it or do you need it for something later? But here we go. So from a new beginning, from the beginning, the start, when you jump in, you need to get to across the gap. So I guess that's what you want to, without getting the second-hand bike or anything, if you want to craft a bike, we need to get to the across the gap. So just reminding, so starting off, getting the equipped, so you get plant fiber. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is starting from the leveling experience. So we get the plant fiber, 15 of them, make a jacket, hood, jacket, gloves, pants. Great. Equip a full set of makeshift clothing. Easy. Get your first range weapon, salvage metal. That's easy. Get the pistol. What's the Way of the Fallen? Oh, is that the name of the pistol? Create your darts. So pretty simple. You can do this as soon as you walk in. Get equipped, done. You finish across the gap quest whenever you go to the Milius Gap, no matter how you get there. Really? Well, you're telling me if you go straight across the Vermilius Gap, you will finish across the gap straight off. You don't have to do the other ones from the start. Is that right? You don't. Respawn beacon. You don't need to go through the binoculars and craft everything. Interesting. So do you need to go back and do these? Look, you got to do most of this stuff anyway. All those quests are basically the tutorial. Yeah, I just thought you still had to do it anyway to actually get past the story part. But you're saying that you don't have to go past the story part. So go straight to Vermilius Gap and then do all the rest of this here. All right, so looking at the map, close that bad boy. Now, I don't know if this was the same for everyone, but I think I started over here somewhere. What I saw other players saying, yes, haven't tested. So did you guys start over here somewhere? Just leave a respawn point at T1 location. Well, I guess for the T1 location, if I'm going to leave a spawn point, because there's the trooper trainer, but do we need it? What was that Griffin's Reach trade post again? There's 3 spawn areas. So essentially you want to get up to the north anyway. And then if I pull up the video of the day 1, what was I going to look at? Oh, I wanted to see Griffin's Reach. Good old Fireplay. Go to live. Not live. Yeah, live. This one. Now, when did I get to Griffin's Reach? The board quest at the trade post, you need to hit the for the second gear set. Trade post, you need. Okay, so you're saying we do need to go to Griffin's Reach. Work on a Griffin's Reach prior to going to. My plan is to get the scrap bike first, get to the arena's vengeance, the unique bike engine, and the Emperor's wings that can cross the gap and just build the first base there. So, I'm not where I need. Oh, no, I'm further past where I need to be. Did I end up getting there on the first night? So you're saying because this is a trading post, yeah? Yeah, trading post. The board quest is the get the scrap. So you're going to go because the scrap bike is at the trading post, correct? Board quest at the trading post. My plan is to get to the scrap bike first, get to the arena's vengeance, Aaron's vengeance, the unique bike engine, and then Emperor's wings, and then cross the gap. So what's this one? Then come. Bikes at the Broken Stone Station? Where's the Broken Stone Station? Of course it wouldn't come up for me. Where's the Broken Stone Station? Bottom middle? Oh, down here. So you're saying you can pick up a broken bike from this station. Okay. Is that the only place you can pick up a bike? And Vengeance. What was Vengeance again? Items. Aaron's Vengeance. Oh, the rifle. Copper ingot, mechanical parts, spice-infused copper dust. I'm guessing you're also picking up spice-infused copper dust there as well. You use the marker you get from the trial to lead you to the bike location. There's 7 that can be spawned. They're generally 3 work. So at the testing station, so just to the right, you find the engine and the wings at the just to the right. So not here. So what are the wings called? It's easy, a low-level spot can make your gun as you go up. So if we wanted to find, now wasn't there a map showing? Which map? Sorry, there was a map that showed me where all the dust was. Armory gun. I don't know if it was this one. The Emperor's Wing Mach 2. So we've got, because at the moment we need 3 copper dust. Geez, you're spitting them all off there, Moxes. It'd be good if there's, here we go, tier. I'm an idiot. So tier 1. Category. All. I'm going to do unique. Because you're on Aaron's Vengeance. I didn't realize the whole Aaron set. Then you got the sandbike engine. But why is this sandbike engine so good? Because he also needs spice-infused copper dust. Good if there's some stats on it. Okay, so you pick him up there. We'll go back one. I like this site. The fact that you can filter by uniques. It's better than Mach 2 engine. What have I done? I have no idea what I've done now. Or unique. Tier 1 for now. So Mach 2 has a max speed of 78. I think the unique has 93. Fucking hell. That's good. That's very good. So can you boost this engine? No, you need a booster, don't you? You need a booster to boost. There's no booster here. So you wait till a second. Either way, that's pretty good for the bike. But there was a site. Was it this one? Placeables, building skills, NPCs, contract, story, XP. There was a site that showed me where all the copper was. I'm sure of it. Hang on. Spice-infused dust, anyway. Close that. What's he called? Dune Awakening. Interactive map. How does this one look? Contents. Spice. Yeah, I got the Knight Rider sandbike boost. It was good. So the only thing it's annoying me now. Where did I find where that bloody dust was? Shipwreck testing center. All of these places can also give their respectives. Oops, geez, that's bright. Are they just all copying each other? Yeah, I think they are. So as far as I'm aware, we're going to get rid of this one. We're going to stick with this one. As far as I'm aware, from what I'm looking at, if I recall, there should be dust in here at Broken Stone Station. There should be dust at the Keyhole Rock. There should be some dust at the testing station. You can either buy... I don't see a link now, Zalmoxes, if you put one up, but Knight Rider Sand, you can either buy it for 16K from Anvil or go to the cave next to it and get the blueprint. Oh, for the boost? Yeah, I'm not spending 16K early on. That's I'm a tight ass. One thing that I can see though, one thing I did do, because you need a lot of the microfiber to craft the next stuff. And the next stuff is plant fiber. Yes, this microflora fiber, the plasteel microflora fiber. So you pick them up from the Rex. So what I was doing, what I did when I went, I needed all of that. I was doing runs. So I did a run from the Imperial testing station over, obviously ran around the back here. Right here, there's an armoured spaceship or truck or whatever it was. So I would salvage the truck, pick up the armour, wrap around, do the wreck, and then wrap back around, pick up the armor again, do the testing station, and did that back and forth to pick that up. And then the other one that we have to do is pick up the plantologist up the top here. Was he up here? Oh, no, he's here. Sorry, he's right there. Can you do that straight away? Yeah, you can go talk to him straight away, can't you? Because the first skill point on the plantologist is... So I went straight here to the Cutter mining. So Cutter yields 10% more, which is crazy. Dew to 10% more, and power regeneration. It's good when I found the power regeneration is good when you essentially for early on just doing the dew. So I think, yeah, straight up, I think picking up the plantologist to get a point in the yield is important straight away for sure. I sent the link in Discord. I'll scroll back to the bottom. Oh, so if you go to the spice-infused copper dust, it shows you where it is. Gotcha. Mountain Dew. To be honest, I'm a fan of Mountain Dew. Bloody hell. So, interesting. So it's only those 4 spots. So that, if we're close, but there's a good chance this quantity ultra rare container. So there's a good chance that spot is, if it's not, it looks like it's a scavenger camp. I'm guessing it's the Broken Stone Station. Broken Stone Station. And then we've got the, what's it called? The shipwreck. And would this not be, where's the bloody, I'm losing my bloody maps now. It's marking the scavenger camp or the cave as the area, isn't it? And let me get rid of this one. Let's just have this blue dot here. This blue dot there is here. And I don't think it's there. So it's probably in the testing station or at one of these camps. It's in constellation chests. And then over there, where's it saying over here? It's saying it's here somewhere. So maybe again, the old Griffin hideaway. It's a pain because you need extra to be able to repair the items later. The copper dust is a constellation chest, the ones with the unique blueprints. Yeah, gotcha. Look, it's definitely worth seeing. It's definitely worth seeing to see if that's where, seeing if that's where they're hiding. So if I was to, so what we're saying, I need to get my E-pen. Where's my E-pen? E-pen. Hang on. Do you know? Stupid thing. Pen. Oh, it's not E-pen, it's Epic Pen. It's called Epic Pen. I was going to set up my drawing board as well. So, argument, so you started in the east, but is it all on the south bottom? Hey, Charles. Hey, Marty. Made it. You haven't missed anything. We've been doing the research. We've been figuring out what we need to do. So, argument's sake, let's just I don't know. Let's just say we started here. We could start anywhere. We'll undo that. Where's the clear button? Throw in the bin. So realistically, our first point after to do anything is go down. Do we need to craft gear though? Because we need to start. When you start, do you not need to? And where's the? There's a journey, walk through. Is it here? Probably closed it, didn't I? But either way, starting off the get-go, you need to craft yourself a knife. Hardest 3 hours work of my life. That must suck. 3 hours of work. Yeah, so we go in, we craft a knife and your gear. So just pick up scrap and the fiber and the pistol and the shiv to kill people. And I would also make the first armor, then rush to the bikes. So what was that? That was, where was this quest line? Where was I reading those quests? Did I not have it here? Actually, we've got we haven't read this guy's leveling guide. We completely got distracted. Oh, no, it was walkthrough. Where was it? It was walkthrough. Here we go. And then we went to a new beginning. Didn't work. Where was it? I think it was on this side, wasn't it? Story. That's where it was. You do all the basic stuff as you walk to the bike. Yeah. I wouldn't say go out of your way to do it, for sure. So you'd get the plant fiber, make your jacket. First you got to research your jacket, and then you make your hood, jacket, gloves, pants, shoes, just with 15 fiber, not bad. And then you pick up 65 metal to get the cutter ray, research the pistol, craft a pistol, and make the darts. So you're pretty good there. I think we've crafted a knife, haven't we? I'm just seeing if there's anything else that we really need. Use your ability, kill the scavengers. Oh, we do need to pick up ability. So I probably should be putting this in bloody. No. How do you view? How do you add the numbers to the left? Don't know. Hey, Rotten Bob. Not sure yet. Not sure. Yes, Charles. We're going to get the free bike. So we don't have to research at all. So we pick up craft. But we still need to, from the skill perspective, we still need to put the skills in the first slot, depending on the class you pick. So that's probably another point of discussion is what is the first class from a skill ability? Do you want to get that knee so you can kill people quicker? But as our moxes, do you want to get that far stuff? Because there's probably not multiple bikes there, is there? They spawn quickly though. So craft armor and gear. Armor, guns, and knife. Selectability. Knee. Or speed. Oh, look, that could change. I'm trying to arrange a few more people. The Almighty Guild. It's going to be good, Rotten. It's going to be good. Yeah, no, I'm just thinking of killing straight up. Because if you get the knee straight up from the... Who is it? From the Swords Master, this knee is crazy. It's one shot for these low-level guys. So if you're struggling, you go bang straight in and then start swiping. The only problem that I have is with the knee is once you use the knee, there's like a 1 second gap between you actually being able to use an ability again. I'd like to be able to charge in, hit with a knee, and then be able to swing straight away. It's that delay that I'm not a fan of. Oh, that's true. But by the time you get to the bike, if you've crafted other things, do you have enough XP? If we look at the XP guide, you should technically, if you craft those things, you possibly will get some XP. You might be level 2 or 3 by now. So you potentially, you could have a few points in. Sorry, I'm clicking around the wrong screens. You potentially, if you go down this route, you pick up your speed so you can run a bit quicker. What was this one? Blade damage. Use your voice to force a target to your position from afar. No, that's not going to help anybody. Once your enemy is stunned, staggered, or knocked back. Okay. So if I was going to go the Bene Gesserit, whatever he's called, yeah, I'd probably go this way to get the more damage, just so we can get that bite quicker and kill quicker. So you're saying it's a lot quicker. I haven't tried it personally, but if you're saying this is a lot quicker, it's definitely worth a go. And it's only 1 point and 1 point there as well. So back to our notepad and map. No, not calculator, notepad. So get skill, and we're saying Benny. Oh, look, there's going to be a preference. We're going to say Benny or Swordmaster. This all said, the broken bike rush is to get your spot in T2. It breaks pretty quick. You can get to your built bike in like 30 minutes. That's true. That's true. Because as we said, you only need to get up to, you just need to finish the mission part. But at the same time, to make the bike components, you could pick up bike components, but they're all broken in themselves. The problem is once you get to the bike and do all those things, you still need to craft a base and get all those things, because you got to get out of the sandstorm. You got to be able to craft stuff. But look, it's definitely going to give you a benefit either way. But if we go over to vehicles, what is it? Or tiers, basic stuff, tier 1. We'll take off non-uniques, tier 1. So the basic stuff, the basic. We need copper ingots. So we need to make a base anyway. And then advanced cervixes. Over in this area. So that makes a lot more sense. So skill, select skill. And then we're going to go straight to a broken stone station. Going to clear broken stone station. And we're just going to put in here, collect copper, what's it called? Copper dust. Collect bike. Before you even get to the quest to go to the testing station, if you need to, you can make a tier 1 base with a few to funnel the others to tier 2. We get 1 or 2 with a bike, then send them their way. Or tier 1 needs to be is at least 2x2. Well, this is where I think I am going to add to this strategy, is because I don't want to miss it, because I'll write down we'll miss it. But what I want to do from the top of my head is, so we get the bike, we get the items where we need to here. We get the other items potentially from this one or this one. I can't remember which one it was. So we might clear those two, because one of my goals is I've got to get 1,000 coins straight away, so we can start the guild and we'll start inviting people. So I'll just double check I'll just add it. Hang on, clear that. So I just want to put a note to the side here. Check tier 1 items in early area. Because there's some items, so what as our moxes are saying, there may be some items that we need to go pick up close by. I can't remember which one's here. So we do have to go north to get more of that copper infused dust. And the copper infused dust, oh shit, bloody pen. The copper infused dust, did I still have it? Items. Is in these areas. So there's a good chance that there's copper infused dust here. There's copper infused dust here, and potentially up here. Because we also need, and I've got to write this one down, plantologist. I don't want to forget him. Because we also need to pick up the plantologist. I'll win a house, though. What did I miss? So I can't gamble with my money away. Funny thing is, I've done testing station for fun. Then later the quest told me to go back to the testing station, so I had a lot. So the good thing, Charles, is you can pick up the parts in the testing station. So when you get to the quest, it's like you need to hand this because for the testing station, you can, you'll have the parts so you can hand it in. If I get the bike, all I'm going to do is go to T2, build a 2x2, save the spot, and spawn back down south. So how do you respawn? Do you mean die to respawn and go back down south? Because I think if I'm starting down the bottom here, you could potentially clear this whole area, and that's probably another strategy as well. Is while you're here, to save yourself getting destroyed by a sandworm and worrying about early access bike. Do you just want to run around and clear that area? Can you grab the bike, clear this area? You don't even need the bike. You can run around. Okay, spawn beacon and then die to get there. The wings are the first item that broke down for me, so going to testing station 2 times is not that bad anyway. So I'm thinking, you could clear this area. You get your XP, you get your research points. You're going to get a few of the items that you need from the caves. You've literally got 1, 2, 3 of these outposts that you can get pretty much everything you need. But once I've done that, I'd probably go north. And what I did, which I had to go back to, is you do need the bike though. The bike is handy because you've only got one. You pretty much got one use of this bike. So I'm just thinking, because what I did, I've ran, like I said, through here, and I went back and forth. I did that 2 or 3 times in a loop, and then from the wreck, I ended up getting all the microfiber components, whatever they're called. So all those components that helped me make all that next level of gear, this wreck had all the stuff I needed. Oh, that's true. That's true. Claim the bike and not take it. At least no one else can take it then. That's actually a good point. Just claim it. I like Mighty. I like it. See, this is what happens when we get together and we start to brainstorm. Claim bike. I'll just write that down as a note. But yeah, because there's nothing worse getting to the point and then you're wasting time trying to go, oh, fuck, I don't have enough of this. So it feels like you're slowing you down, but you might benefit in the long run. Claim all. How could you? But I don't know if we could claim all as our moxes because because I guess at the same time, if the bike is there, is another one going to spawn? Does the bike have to go before another one spawns? And if the guild's playing on the same server, I guess you can unlock the bike for someone. Yeah, probably. Actually, that's to that point. If we're fighting for servers, it's probably best to whoever's first there, claim them all and then unlock them for somebody. Yeah, bike needs to go. Yeah, it's the way. But the problem is if there's only let's just say if we get 32 in one server, which I doubt we're going to get there. Yeah, you sort of want to move the bike at the same time. Forgot how much streaming takes requires you to drink because you talk too much. So, which I think is a good strat, but I think we need to claim the bikes, move the bikes. So, Mighty, you're not going to believe how many people have contacted me to join all these unofficial Discord servers to help coordinate to make sure that no one's fighting for the same server and this, that, and the other. And it's been nuts. But interesting at the same time. There aren't a lot of servers I was so happy to see compared to. Oh, there's a shit. It's all in Sydney too, Charles. There's a lot. I guess you're not in Sydney, but it's only 40 per server. So it's one world, 40 per server with multiple servers. My guess is that they'll release a whole lot for the 5th, and then same world, they should release a whole lot again for the 10th, rather than creating a whole new world. That would suck if that was the case. But so going back to where we were. So for me, I think see, we're going to do this as a team, so we do have to agree. So there's multiple things. Do you go through and clear this out with a team? Because if you're starting off early, a group of 4 of you will clear this very, very quickly. So the PvP zone is different. This is where the servers, you go into a different, let's just say you go into a different server, Charles, where it's more open world, a lot more people in there. It's not 40 on the PvP area. The PvP area is, actually, I can't remember what it is, but it's much, much bigger area. So like I said, we'll be running in groups of 4, like if you want to run, if you don't have to. But yeah, so we do have to agree on what the strategy is. But yeah, so what I'm thinking is clearing this area, claiming the bikes, clearing this area out, picking up did I say, I haven't put that on the notes. Pick up dust and schematics. So in Australia, if you start on the 5th, it's, was it Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday is a public holiday. So the farming part doesn't really matter right now as far as I'm concerned, because all the boxes are open to everyone. So no matter what box you go to, you can still collect from that box. And the nodes, they spawn so quickly. But to that point, it is probably beneficial. People go spread out a little bit to farm. I'll fight any guild member. No, it's a good point. But I didn't find it to be too much of an issue. But the one thing what we probably will notice is we'll end up separating. It's without doubt. People have different times they play, and they've got to do certain things and contracts and stuff like that. But to that point, so I think clear this area down here, get all the outposts, get all your bits and pieces from the caves. I'm concerned we might need to pick up another cave or two. We've got the trial that you can knock off, get that out of the way. So at least get that out of the, because we can't, can we do the trial straight up? I don't know if we can do the trial straight up. I'm hoping we have it unlocked so you don't have to worry about coming back to the trial, because might as well do it while you're there. You literally just walk through the trial. There's no point not having it. Then use the bike to come up here. This is where my thinking process. It doesn't take long to put down a foundation. No, you still need to go across the gap, don't you? You still need to go across the gap to unlock the bike components. Thinking more blood and nodes. I heard whispers that they would be turned down. Anyone? Oh, I hope not. Look, the resources were fantastic. I thought it was great. I had unlimited resources, and I had more than enough to do. Like I spent 14 hours, and I was still in the first area. So unless the game finishes soon after that. Well, don't you hate it when you got your headphones on? You think you hear someone talking to you? Leave it out just in case there were. So my concern is how long does this bike last? Is it only going to get us across the gap and that's it? Or will the bike do 2 or 3 trips back and forth between the shipwreck and the testing station and then across. Because I think, how do I do the undo button? Where's the undo? Because if that's the case with a bike, 1 trip across the gap, basically 1 trip, mine broke. Okay. Well, if that's the case, let's clear this bad boy. Zoom him out a little bit. Oh, that's why I thought someone was here. It's raining. I'm just trying to think, do you need to? Because my oh, Jesus, gone the wrong way. The way I was going across the gap was straight between here and there. I felt like that seemed like you could do between here and here. I'm just looking at the safest, the routes, because they roughly seem the same. But I essentially didn't do this one. So I'm thinking, clear this. Step 1. Travel straight through. Maybe up here. Build a base. Build your bike. Because once was there another area, is there moxes that we had to get for the bike parts? Could you get the engine, but you still need the dust? I guess you can leave your bike so you don't have to use it as much. If you want to pick up that copper dust for, which one was it? I'm going to have to leave this. Database. Items. So we go to tier 1, vehicles, unique. So we picked up the. Okay, so we only got the engine. We got the engine from. Yeah, so we've cleared this area, so we've got the engine from there. That's the main thing we needed, and we need 5 copper dust for it. That's the big one. So the bike is only needed if you want to save a T2 spot, honestly. True. It does help getting across the desert, though, because if you get caught by that sandworm, that's a pain in the ass, but you're not that too far away. I had the grapple hook, was moving around pretty fast, fun when you grapple people too. Yeah, look, the grapple is handy. So as a guild, I would get the bike and rush across ASAP to claim the guild base. The first person would sacrifice some time to do this, but is for the guild. Yeah, but see, the problem is you want to move as a group. And I don't like the idea of someone being behind. So like clearing this area. Where is it? Clearing, get the old pen out. Clearing this area out, you do as a group. Then you can get on your bike. My big thing is when we're getting over there, but the big thing for me for getting the bike is just traversing between there and back over here, which you probably can do. But now I'm thinking about it, just to allow him to respawn and him to respawn the boxes, running between the two might be okay. But honestly, doing these back and forth, maybe 2 or 3 times, you need to get the stuff. I managed to get all the research costs. You did. Oh, hang on. What? The weakest won't live for long. It would take like 30 minutes to claim the base. Then you go back and farm and do the quest. I don't like going backwards. I've got this thing of and the OCD's kicking in. It's like, do you want to go backwards? But it's true though. It is true. But you won't have enough mats. So we can go over, like I said, you can go over the, let's go back. Oh, look, you're going to pick up parts from the testing station if you don't want to make the mats. But to make the mats, you need the Servox. So we do need to pick up all of these Servox bits and pieces. You don't have to do it. Whoever gets the first can do it. What do you mean? Upload the Excel to Discord? Oh, yeah. What do you mean you don't have to do it? Why don't I have to do it? What am I doing to my lights? There we go. So first in, just grabs the tier 2 location because you don't want to go back. Dilvish could do it. Yeah, but it's not so. But so, what is it about the tier 2 location that's so important? So that's what I'm trying to understand. Because I guess from here, there's some primary things that we want to achieve. Okay, so you're just saying so others don't claim it. I guess there's only 40 people in, so it's not like there's gonna be multiple places to claim. So I'm not worried about people taking a spot. And yeah, from that random perspective, oh shit, I turned that off too. From a random perspective, which spot are you worried that they're going to claim? Because I guess you'd need to know a spot before you go, okay, that's a spot I don't want to be taken. Yeah, do base in between station and shipwreck next to the outpost for blood. I'll stay in the first area and gather tier 1 mats, bits and bobs. If you manage to get 32 people on the same server, then you don't have to have the problem. Yeah, but let's just say you're the only one. You have the spot. Well, if there's a spot, then okay, fair enough. Then we just move server. But so correct me if I'm wrong. Just going back to this section, and Mighty's our Mox, whoever wants to answer. But does it make sense to clear this whole area first before moving, or do you think it is more important to get here, get a bike, and go to this side and build a base? Is more important than picking up, because I guess that's the option. Is you can go get a base, pick up a base, and then you come back, get the stuff, and then have to go back to the base, and then make all the stuff you need. Because yeah, my view is clear this area. Yeah, but see, even the guy that does the first base, he's missing. I feel like he's missing out. That first guy doing the base is missing out on all the boxes, all the gear that they could potentially pick up in this area as well. The fact that the boxes are open for everybody, to me, is just telling me that you're missing out on that component when getting and building unless you've got the best spot ever. No one is let's just say if this was the island you want. Okay, well, why can't you take that one? Or why can't you take that one? Like, what is the big difference between those three? And I don't think anyone's going to be able to do that, especially when they're doing what do they call it? The subfuge or whatever they're called. You can get two bases on it, one there and you get one over there sort of thing. If you want to get to the deep desert and try to get the foot in the door on PvP fast, progressing is the main thing. Yeah, but when you get to the deep desert, if you're undergeared and someone walks in the deep desert and they're overgeared, and I don't know what deep desert is, and I don't know what you're going to get in deep desert, but I feel like it is personally feel like it's a progression thing, as in you need to be high level to go in there. But if you get there first and you're undergeared, so I guess that's one thing we don't know is, are we going to get to the point where the mobs are that tough, whereas we should have said, oh, it would have been good if we powered up first? Are we going to get in and just get our ass handed to us because we didn't do the other things? Or are we going to find that we're so far in front and it's like, oh, hang on, we actually have to go all the way back again because, let's just say steel. Because we didn't do iron and we go straight to steel, do we get knocked out? It will be in numbers and vehicles superiority, at least for spice. Yeah, that's true. And look, I think what we're talking here, I think we're talking 10 minutes. It's between what we need to do here and look, if we clear this whole area, that's not going to be 10 minutes. And that's what makes me comfortable, is knowing we can get the gear down here between the 4 outposts. Because the EMFs, is that what they were? Yeah, the EMFs, they're important from the caves. Like I said, the plastic things from here are important. Like we do need them for gear. There's no ifs, buts, or maybe. We can't craft the gear unless we get the things from there. And then all the other items that you can get from here as well. So I think this is the area that I found super important. Oh, and the plantologist as well. And the trooper. So you got the trooper, the plantologist, the gear, resources there, and clearing that whole area with all those outposts. Anywhere else is just, unless, and the only thing I can't remember, and this probably, I might go back and look at this, we'll see, is if there's a contract here that gives us something amazing. And I don't think there was. Is there a contract that's going to give Super XP? I don't think it was. But I think if we're going to look at the time basis, you only need to do the intel spots. What are the intel spots? You can get EMF in the north, can't get spice infused copper in the north though. That's true. So constellation chests, caves, you should get enough to progress out of tier 1 just hitting the intel spots. Which one are the intel spots? Or do you mean like, actually, escape? The ones with the 3 dots. Oh, the 3 houses. These ones with the 3 houses. Yeah, I wouldn't say we need to clear the scavenger camps. Scavenger camps can be a waste of time. You just flick them off as you go. Oh, and then we've got the first trial. Yeah. So yeah, let's just clear these enemy camps. There we go. That's better. Look at that. Very pretty. I didn't realize there was a station here. I didn't realize there was a station there. So I honestly believe you do what's these 2 caves, these 4 outposts, the trial, do the testing station, or maybe even, go straight to the shipwreck. No, testing station, shipwreck, outpost. Back over, grab is it the trooper? Head back over. You might be able to do that again. And then head up and build the base. But for me, I almost think you're gonna have to drop off. You're gonna have to build a subfuge thing. And is that what's called, a subfuge? You're gonna have to build a subfuge anyway, because we're gonna have to put a box down. There's no way you're gonna be able to carry all that stuff. Because I think that's going to give you, and I think that's going to set you up moving forward. But let's just, argument's sake, and this is what you're saying. Hang on, correct me if I'm wrong. So you're saying get into the tier 2 zone. Let's say we've got a base, and then we go back and do that. Hey, Jordan, how you going, buddy? Oh, my nephew messaging me. Where are we? Look, Mighty, if you want to sacrifice yourself to go and do the base, yeah, I just feel like you're missing out on so many resources to come back. Because I just feel like once you've done this bottom section, you don't need to come back unless you only need to come back when you start fighting those research points. So I feel like once you do this, you're not coming back. Yeah, look, is there a spot particularly that you think is amazing? Honestly, let's just say I keep moving this stupid thing. Other than PvP, yeah, no, it's fine for now. And like I said, there's only 40 people. The risk of losing a spot. You only get 24 intel at the start area. Yeah, but you still get the other things. You get the XP from killing. It is intel. Intel's intel. It'll be quick. Like, you are there. It just seems pointless running past them. But to that point, you say the intel only gives you 24 intel in the starting area. Are you saying there's more intel in the other areas? Or does the intel increase because you were higher in those areas? Because based on this guy's sheet, lower levels, you only get 2-3 intel per level. And then as soon as you hit level 16, you get 5 intel per level. Where's this stupid map? Yeah, my only concern here, I just think we could clear that, get all these resources. You have to put the box down. Oh, but if you put a box down, I guess the issue is if you're putting a box down, it still means you have to transport back and forth because you're not going to be able to carry enough to get across. In the starter area, it takes too long. I'll probably only gather all the intel when I get my first. So explain what's happening with my dumb brain. We're starting, Jordan, we're looking at how to most efficiently start the game when we get into it and get through, because we've done this part already in the beta. What's the most efficient way of getting through and setting ourselves up for endgame? You're making me excited. Can't wait. Got a good group there. Fireplate Major Swift is back. I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you're excited. It will be fun. It will be fun. I like collecting T1 intel because that's where I get the T1 resources. Yeah, look, I guess there's two things. What's your priority? And there's only one thing. What's your priority? If it's getting there fast, yeah, obviously, what do you have to do to get there fast? If it's being most powerful, okay, what do you have to do to be most powerful? The way in my head, the way it works for me is speed to get there, but also feeling strong and being strong as we progress into the game. So yeah, my feeling, and that's why I think it's easy to do that. Like, I think clearing this area, these 4 camps, the caves, and the tier 1 is a no-brainer. But by clearing that, our bags may be full, and we may not be able to do too much here. But to do the bike, if we want to go to, thinking another way, we could do this area, do the Imperial testing station so we get all the components, head over here, build our base. Then we can build our bikes, drop off all the gear that we've collected from here and here. Because, yeah, I think we're going to have too much gear on us. And I don't think we're going to be able to do that rotation. So, logistically, let's delete this because I'm changing my mind now. I play devil's advocate in my head. Yeah, you just built the bike before the bike quest. But to get the bike quest, to build the bike though, can you build it in the? Hang on, don't you have to clear this path before you can build the bike? Or you're saying you don't need to cross this border? As a guild, if you're not worried about the tier 2 base spot, just make a small guild based near the scrap bike location. Oh, okay, so we can build a bike. We don't need to cross the border. I thought, see, in my head, I thought we had to cross the border to be able to make the bike. Well, if that's the case... Oh, I thought everything was unlocked, but I didn't know, I guess from this part, yeah, I didn't think bike parts were unlocked. I thought everything else was unlocked. Didn't realize bike parts were unlocked. I'm thinking the base. If you get killed by a sandworm, he'll give you a bike. That's true. I guess that's one point. That's one, Mouse, that's one thing we didn't test. Oh, it gives you the advanced sub-thief. So that's one thing we didn't test, as our Moxes was saying, is if we pick up the scrap bike and die, will we get a bike? Or do we have to craft a bike before they'll give us a bike? That's the question. Because if we can pick up a scrap bike, die, and then he gives us a bike, it doesn't. Okay. Because one of my shorts, if you look at my YouTube shorts, you can see where I got the bike. No, that didn't happen to me, Mouse. I got eaten by a worm, didn't get the bike. I got eaten by a worm. Then the second time I got eaten by a worm, I was up in Vermilius Gap, and then I got a bike. Yeah, let me just run in. I'm just going to run straight in and see what happens and get eaten. And if it doesn't work the first time, we'll do it a second time. But, where are we? Yeah, I think if we're talking seconds and minutes here, it's not worth discussing. I guess we just get it done. It's a matter of if we've got a 10-minute difference in between doing one task and the next task, that's when we're to go, okay, well, which one's going to be, what's going to take us longer, and which one's going to help us towards the overall goal. You're kidding. Worked every time. So you're telling me, Mouse, you walked in, got eaten, and got a bike straight away. See, here's the problem, Mouse. The fact that you're telling me this is I will probably test this. Maybe because I was a part of the tutorial. I didn't. Because I started the tutorial, and then that's when I didn't get the bike. So is it maybe potentially we started after the tutorial, like you not do the tutorial part, start the advanced mode. Yeah. Because that would change everything. Mouse, if you're correct, that changes everything. Is it worth the $50? See, I think I rate, so it's not really, it's definitely more survival game. It's definitely more survival game than MMO. But it does have the MMO concepts when it comes to quests and stuff like that. The way I rate games is, do I get the value out of the game? Regardless whether the game's good or bad or anything, do I get the value? For me, grouping, doing things together with other people, progressing power. I find enjoyment in that. So getting to an end game, knowing we're working to something to get there, I enjoy that. So do I think it's worth it? Yeah, I'm going to get a lot of value out of it. But it depends on how you play a game. If you only play games to get a certain thing out of it, it depends on what that thing is. But for me, like, I'm getting value out of it now by just sitting here talking to you guys, trying to figure out what's the best. What are we gonna do, and how are we gonna play it? When you get eaten, did you lose all your gear? So yeah, you lose everything. The building is good. I do like the way they've done the building. But the question is, Mouse, I really need to know to get a bike. If I'm not doing the tutorial and I get eaten by a sandworm, am I going to get a bike? Because that bike you get changes everything. You get the welding gun, you get everything, and then you essentially, that's wild. Actually, I wonder if you can pick up a storage. Let's go to miscellaneous. Gonna go to vehicles. We'll go to all. Non-unique. Can we pick up an inventory? Yeah. We could potentially pick up the inventory. That if we could pick up an inventory from the testing station, that would change things. I wish I had recorded it for my stream. I would have shown you. Oh, Mouse, like I got one, but yeah, it was. But the first time I died to the worm, I didn't. It's just a matter of, is it going to happen at launch or not, or is it just a thing for the beta just to make it easier for people? No, the building did look cool from what I was seeing. Yeah, no, the building's great. Building's great. I actually wanted to spend more time doing it, but at the same time, it's like, oh, we only got the beta for so long. Let's see how far we can progress it. I think we need to add that into the mix. I think we'll add that to the list of potential of getting a bike early. If killed by a worm. Not work. I'll get killed by work. According for the time I was putting in, which was on. Well, that's good. Look, at the moment, with the state of Ashes of Creation, you get a lot more satisfaction from the time you put in to this than you do Ashes of Creation at the moment, until they put it back to the way it was. Yeah, I don't mind being eaten either if they're gonna. So it's the 10th. It is the 10th of June. Unless you buy the early access edition, whether it's the 5th. So I purchased the 5th purely just so because it's a Friday launch for me, and where the 10th is a Tuesday launch. So I'd rather start on a Friday launch so I can do a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday is a public holiday. We have that off for public holiday. Charles, you need to change your name to Mighty. Or Major Swift. So, if we can get... Okay, back to this. Because I'm tossing up a few things here. If you're right about this bike, you die straight away. First mission, as soon as you spawn, is come to this area. Clear this area for both trial, outposts, caves, and potentially bike if we didn't get a bike from dying. If we got a bike, regardless whether if we got a bike, that's fantastic. You can then run here, clear the laboratory, the testing station. That will give you bike components. How far to do where was it? Vehicles, just from a repair perspective, Can we repair the gun? Repair the bloody bike. See, as you do it, as you step through it each time, you go, oh, could I do this? Oh, could I do that? Was it welding? Yeah, welding torch. So we go, you need a fabricator to do the welding torch. No, that's not going to happen. The other issue we have had is not seeing the other players. Okay, you're telling me, or can't see what to see. Example, my buddy was riding his sandbike, but I couldn't see him. I do have that recording. Oh, you don't see him at all. Then he saw the flying ship above him. I only saw the shadow, but he saw the whole ship above us. You need to also consider that default spawns are not the spawn for everyone. The broken one you can't really. Okay. Well, the question I have, it doesn't really matter. Okay, we'll go. Let's just say if we can't repair that. That idea's gone out the window. That was just a quick idea. We've said, no, fuck that idea off. So first thing, run to here, clear this area. Go up here. Hopefully you can get a larger inventory. Oh, but to get the inventory, you need the gun. Nah, scrap that idea as well. See, I'm personally thinking we need just to build... I guess if you've got the bike, it's not going to matter. Yeah, I think you need to clear this. Depending on space. And space is pretty good. And we're not actually farming that much. Because there's a good in here. In here, they've got the blade that you can make. What's it called? So it collects blood as you swipe. I don't know. I'm actually thinking. See, I think you, because we've got the plantologist. Where to grab? Do you go up the trooper and then now? No, I think you can. I don't. Because you're gonna come back. I think we're coming back. I don't think there's a choice. I think from an infantry perspective, you're coming back. So I think jump over there, and then from this point here, head straight there. That's a pretty straight line for a mouse movement. You saw the vehicle, but him not sitting on it. The bike was. I had a welding gun pretty quick. Yeah. No, I was just thinking to get the welding gun, we've got to make the fabricator. And it's like, okay, well, just speaking out loud because I'm speaking and thinking at the same time. It was a matter of, do we build a small base with a few little items just so we can get things underway on this side? I almost think it's beneficial so you don't have to risk that run. Because creating a 2x2 with a fabricator and a box, it's not much, is it? It was essentially, and scrap is everywhere. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is the armored vehicle. We're going to take the armored vehicle to get the armor right there. Extra $20, 5-day head start, a season pass, might as well buy the next edition up. Mate, go for it. Run was the thrill. I loved it. Oh, if you watch my streams back, yeah, I think I 100% needed a heart monitor just to show my heart was playing this game. I was just constantly on high alert. It was absolutely ridiculous. So the question is, what do you think? I know we can rush and get over here and get a base, but are you wasting time by fabricating something small, for example, right here? If you're going to buy the expansion, it should be cheaper getting the better edition. It was nuts. I felt sorry for anyone on the other side of the microphone. That better. So what do you think? Do we buy? I'm weighing up the pros and cons of crafting, spending 2 minutes to craft a 2x2 with a fabricator and a box and a blood extractor, because that's all you did. And it is part of the storyline. It is. Oh, or is that part of the tutorial? Let's just say it's part of the tutorial. Just so we've got places to do something with it. So the only thing I need this is for storage and fabricator to make a bike. And then once you've done that, then you go to the far side. That's going to stay, unfortunately. Because up here, this is where the anvil is. We've got the 4th trial, the 2nd trial. And then we have the testing station we've got to do. Haven't even been there yet. We're literally talking about getting out of the first area. How quickly we can do it. And to the best of our ability. I need to go to the bathroom, but I need an answer. Okay, my answer is I think it's worthwhile building a very small base for a fabricator and a box so we can clear this area. Clear this area and never have to come back until we have to clear out the other things to pick up when we come back another day. The boundaries between bases wasn't bad at all. Even tier 2 could be quite close to other bases. Yeah, it's not too bad. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to go to the bathroom. Get another drink and return. I'll be back. All right, we're back. We're back. Where's Discord going off for? Nah. All right, so confirmation. So I'm just opening up my. What do I get? No sugar, bloody Gatorade. Yuck. Fair enough. It always goes well. It always goes well, Major. Always goes well. Oh, you changed your name. Shit, I didn't know you could. So, I think it's clear, for me anyway. And look, this can be tailored. This can be tailored. And I'll write this up as well. So for me, the goal is come here, head to there. Before we did the laboratory, depending on the inventory, I think, no, I'm going to head to here first, build a base, and undo. Very ugly this is. Undo again. I'm going to build a base there, head down, clear this, clear this, clear this. Don't forget to pick up the armoured vehicle that's sitting right there. I have to change the colours of this. Red. Right there, armoured vehicle. From there, we work our way back, clear it again. Pick up the plantologist who's sitting up on top of the mountain. So we've got to get the plantologist. To be honest, it doesn't matter. We're not mining because the reason we get the plantologist is for the mining perk. Straight up. Head around, grab this while we're going through. If you're going past, you might as well. The caves give good resource. Hit that area. Get the trooper. I'll just mark our base pick. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible circle. The ugly pig circle's our base. Because we just quickly put a fabricator down. Make a bike. Now we're moving. Now we're moving up to the second area. Because realistically, that's going to clear everything we need to do. You didn't listen. I built a 2x2, put fabricated blood collector and knocked out all the starting quests. It didn't take long. Collected stuff as I went, then went to the T2 zone. Yeah, I think that's what we do. I don't think we need to do everything in the tier 1 zone unless you think we should. But I think we can clear that out. Clear that, clear this together. Do this back and forth a few times just to get all the mats. You got the fabricator and stuff. Build the bike, and then we can move to the second area. Surely you sit with the guild down in Discord the night before, share your screen and give a big speech. Maybe. It depends how we go, Rotten. Depends on the game as well. Depends on the game. I reckon build a 4x4 base next to the outpost, just like a little south of Fireblades Blue Mark. Get prepped, have it there for the late guildies that join and want to hang into tier 1 and explore. I guess you have a point there, Major, actually, I didn't even think about. So the way the bases work, we were testing them the other day, and Major, Mighty, I don't know if you saw Zao Mox's post in regard to circuits, but I want to go investigate that a little bit more. It would have been nice to test it. But it sounds like there's a way that you can set your machine on a circuit depending on what items are in your box, which I thought was pretty cool. But we didn't get to test it. But to Major, that is a good point. If you get everyone on the same server, at least these items can still be there. How many of subfuges or whatever they're called, you can have? That I'm unsure of, but it would be good to see. So, but yeah, to that point, at least if the guild knows there's going to be something there and you're there first, at least it can be usable. You don't have to get rid of it. Open up to the guild, you're good to go. Why does my camera look like it's going too far the other way? There we go. We'll give it a bit of a bump. Yeah, so the guilds can use the fabricator. They can use the boxes. Realistically, from a guild perspective, if we are far enough in front, you would leave bikes in there, open up for the guild. All right, so I think this is the zone. The zone's done. I don't think we need to do any more in this area. If we've got the boxes, we may have to come back. But there's things that we need to do. Do I take a screenshot of that? Just so, look, I'll take a screenshot. I'll post it in... Where's moderator? Just so I can see that for later purposes. So if we clear this, we've moved over to... Bang. We're moving up now. Because we may need to come back. We still need to come back and just clear out the area to get 100%. But we may need to come back if we need more mats. But hopefully, we've done everything we need to from this area. We get all our stuff. We've made our bikes. We head north. The question is, where do we head north to? What is the most valuable spot north that we can go hit? Now, I know the west is best, but there are some things that we do need to do on this side. We need to do, we've got the testing station, and we also have, it's just a testing station, isn't it? Might as well do the outpost while you're there. It's on the side. I don't know what opens up next after this, so... You know, this is just a run. We're literally running our bike from this zone all the way across. But before we do that, ideally, we want a booster. I do want to get 32 people. I want to get 32 people to all run out into the sand and to stand in separate areas to see who dies, who doesn't. Because we've got the deep struggle, second trial that we need to do. We've got the shipwreck. This is only I didn't care for this one, to be honest. It was very small. From a base building perspective, do we even build in this area? Or do we go straight to the west? The problem is there is a lot of contracts that you can do on this side, and it's a great way to just get everything. I was quite self-sufficient by just being in this area, building a base. We do need to go here to talk to a few people, the contracts guy, the vendor, but we didn't need to go there often. Northwest. Well, that's what I'm thinking. But you built all the way up here. I was going to say, you're not thinking of building up here and coming all the way back, are you? Like, I'm happy to build up there. I just don't think it's the first place we have to go to. Oh, Jesus. Just because we have to clear out this section first and this section again. And that's the fourth trials back down there and the third trials over here. But I agree, this is a great spot. You got the ironworks, you got the two outposts, you got a cave, and you got a testing station. Because the next is, can you confirm that the next spot leads from here? Like, do we know that the We don't go this way. We don't go that way. We don't go that way. Delete. Because we do need to touch base. We do need to touch base with this guy. Because we also want to make sure we've got enough research points. And from a research standpoint, the intel points that we get, as long as we're leveling, and by the sound of things, the story mode isn't a great XP booster if we're looking at this guy's XP chart. Because if we don't get the levels, we don't get the intel points, we can't research. So we may get to that point where it's like we can't research anymore because we stuffed up. I guess the other way is coordinating with your group to ensure that someone can research this, someone else save their points for something else. Yeah, you can have heaps, I think, from a guild base. It's not the guild bases, you just unlock them. The thing that we found is the cases, what you put in the boxes, just making sure that people had the ability to have the boxes. Yeah, but when you say that doesn't take long, Mighty, I still feel like it takes at least 2 to 3 minutes easily to get across. And then you're also skirting around the drum sand. Like to get over, if you build up here already, because even if we build there, I still don't think this is going to, it's not going to be our final resting spot. And this begs the question. So, like, I'm happy with the first area. I know there's a lot to clear in this second area. There's a lot to clear in the third area. The fact that you got 2 testing stations. To your point, but to your point earlier, like if you, I'm trying to. I think you need 2 bases. I honestly think you need 2 bases purely for efficiency perspective. Like it doesn't take long to put, 6 foundations out, whole lot of walls, and just build the things in it. They're pretty cheap as well. Like they're not, unless you're building with iron. But the problem is obviously the mats. And I think maybe that's a strategy as well, is don't spend too much time on a base. It doesn't need to be fancy. Make it big enough so you can drive the bikes in. And they're also a spawning location, aren't they? All of them or only one? I think all of them are. Because we need to come back here for the 4th trial. This mountain is, look at them. You got 5 outposts. You got 6 caves. There's a lot there. Because I know the contracts we picked up from the Anvil gave me a lot of contracts over here to complete. See, we're going back to square one. We did this for the first area. Now we're just like, all right. So how do you tackle the second? Because here's another the squat and the ironworks, another ironworks, but you got more ironworks, more outposts up here with a cave and a. I wonder if you can pick what's there. Because this wreck of the palace. Yeah, you want to be close to that. Look, so I so in my, this is where I'm stuck in my mind. I completely agree that this is an area we want to be. The question in my head, I feel like there's an interim solution in the middle for me to clear this area. I just feel like there's an interim solution we need to be able to be close to everything. And I personally think the caves are good. He's got a cave. The ironworks. What's the interim solution? Well, it's not so much what's the interim solution. It's like, where's the interim solution? Mission and Anvil with the two houses can have two guildies in different factions. What? When we are not having any guildy in another faction. Yeah, no, look, this is definitely where we want to be. I just know we're going to spend some time here. I just collecting. Just say if we collect resources from here and go, oh, we're full. Oh, I'm going to run all the way back there again. That's a big run. So I am thinking close to the iron, close to the wreck. We've got. I'm just doing path of least resistance. Then you got the anvil. I think we had to go to this outpost or something. I can't remember. And research, but I really like this island as well. So I'm like, do we build on? And when I say build, I am talking spending no more than 5 minutes of putting. Oh, we got the replicator. I completely forgot about the replicator. Does the replicator also build the machines? Or does it just do the base? I forgot about that guy. Because then we just use that replicator and drop it when we need it. Just base. I think you're right. I think it is just base. But it does help. Like it will 100% speed up the process. Let's have a look. Let's see if... Does the replicator also copy machines? What do they call the machines in Dune Awakening? So the Solido replicator Dune Awakening. Point it to an existing basis or blueprint copy. Use it again to place a projection at the save base in the different hand. Point this to the existing base to store a blueprint copy. Use again to place a projection of the save base in a different location. You can use this as a construction tool to rebuild the base. Yeah, I don't think so. It doesn't sound, just by the wording, it sounds like it's base only. But it does help. Definitely speeds things up. We just need to have the mats on us to build other things. So my thing is, do you build your... Because this is a gap. This is a gap. And I did find it scary. But do you build here? Or do you build here? I don't mind the second one because it is close to the shipwreck. You are near the iron deposit. So if you need to get something quickly to farm something, it shouldn't be a long process. And it's close to the testing station over here. But like here, because you're close to the outpost, but you don't necessarily farm as much. So I think, I think the interim base needs to be there. I think that's my thought. Because I guess we want to get through iron as quickly as possible. We want to get through iron so we can get to steel as quickly as possible. Who are we supporting? Treaties. Treaties is who we're supporting. Fuck, it's 10 o'clock already. So the only reason we need to come here, and from a story perspective, just following that, I'm not 100% sure here because something might come back and bite us in the ass here. But I think we... Yeah, I'm going to clear this. So once we finish here, I think we run to here, clear this out. Oh, run there, build a base, clear that out. Continue the base again. Head over to testing station. Head over to Shiprekt. We do have to touch base with Mr. Anvil. While we're there, we might as well clear that out. So we're essentially clearing out the whole map. And then do we just, depending if we've done, if by doing, clearing that, and that, we may be able to bypass this. But if we don't have enough resources, we may need to hit it. But I'm going to make the assumption, oh no, where's the undo button? Good. I'm going to make the assumption that we don't need to touch that. Yeah, Major, you've just been banned, mate. You just asking that question. So I think, look, like I said, unless we run out of something, I think the second area is going to give us a far more resources, far better position to leap forward into steel, because steel is going to be much better. We've got the iron. We can move. I think we can move quite quick by just doing that. So we're a few hours in by now, and then I would make the assumption. Head start. I'll go back to the stream and watch it later. Where's the delete button? So we cleared those 3 areas, and then we move straight over to, we've got our bikes now. We should be able to do our boosters. The only things that we haven't looked at in this area, sorry, I just realized there's 2 things we need. Dune Awakening, uniques in these areas. Tier 2. That. So we might, I'm not going to do this now, but we can highlight this for tomorrow's class. We'll hide out, figure out what we need from these areas in this area for tier 2. I know we'll want to make probably a tier 2 bike and so forth. Like for example, where's this? Okay, yeah. So this is apparently if we want the Manello steel suit as a side. So we'll find out what we need from this area. So that's what we need to do. So we know what we want to clear. We just need to go figure out those items. The problem we haven't figured out yet is the quests, the storyline, are the storylines that we need to do in certain areas that have good stuff. So like on the completion of a contract or quest, will we get something good? So we don't know. They're things that we haven't figured out yet, but we probably should figure out or try to figure out because we could be missing something. So argument's sake, we've done that and whatnot. Then we move, bang, straight up here. And this is where we don't know what's next after this, but I guess, what we need to do is settle in. We can settle in. We can start hitting the wreck. We can go down. We can do the trial. It's a bit of a stretch, but we'll get down there as well. And then we've got this area. We're just essentially farming this. I think from a efficiency perspective, if there's nothing down here or down here that we need often, we could probably just farm this for a little bit along with this guy. And then realistically, we move on to steel. But to be honest, if the game is exactly the way it was prior when we had the beta, by doing this, this, and this, we would have already maxed out our iron. We would have got to the point of iron. And then here, hopefully that area has, they call it the ironworks, so they might only have iron there. But I think it's a good starting position for sure. Into the next area. Yeah. I was just looking at the two. I'm like, is there a major benefit of here versus there? Other than the transition into the next area. But I agree, we've got to farm this. We essentially got to hit the major points of interest. I don't think it's beneficial not hitting the major points of interest. Well, look at them all. But we don't know endgame. But one thing I did find is that anything you research is worth crafting, and like everything was quite valuable in that sense. The copper, that was the last thing. The copper and the iron dust, making sure we're picking those, finding those spots and picking them up. So if we go to items, dust, because we're going to need the iron infused dust, 100%. Great. No, this is good. So in the next area, yeah, we've got multiple spots and there's dust where we are. Yeah, cool. Perfect. Because that's where we're going to now. Oh, used in crafting. Oh, look at all the crafting materials it's used in. Oh, we just broke it. So if we go to uniques, tier 2, what are we making? I guess you want a lot of it, don't you? 100% want the Buoyant Reaper. And he is... Oh, he's on the far side. Right on the far side. Same again, we need the iron dust. Not water discipline. I've done it again. Items, tier 2. Unique. I got some stats here. Filler's Regret. Damage per shot, 12. Semi-automatic, light dart. Rate of fire. So one thing from a meta perspective, Northwest has Lost in Nose 2. Beautiful. Yeah, I think that's where we're going to. I think Northwest is where we're going to be able to pick up a lot of this tier 2 stuff to help us for the next area. But I'm very curious to know how the next tier of the tree goes. The big one. What was I going to say? I forgot. Shit, I'll pop up later. Without not knowing the other areas, I think, yeah, knowing these are definitely good and picking them up along the way, and which ones we want. I'm going to assume most classes are going to be similar. Oh, that's what I was saying, meta. So the meta at the moment from what I've read, like this is just from Reddit. It doesn't mean it is the meta, is ranged, obviously with the darts, but having a combo from darts to a close range to a blade. So I think closing the gap, blade is very important versus the range component, very important. The Liturgian, very good. Where is that one? Oh, there's two. There's one here and there's one over there. Great. I think this one might be easier because we're over there picking up stuff already. And ideally, if we don't have to clear that island, we won't. I'll go back. Keeps changing. The gauntlets. Light armor mitigation, blade mitigation. course, we're not doing PvP as just yet. I almost feel from the NPCs that we've seen, it's like, okay, who's doing the most damage? The guys with the swords and the blades or the guys with the guns? Who is it? Because they both hit you. Who are you getting hit by the most? Because you got the guy that will run at you with a blade. I think it's a blade guy, to be honest. Just because he comes up with you with a shield. Yeah, I almost feel like it's a blade guy. I don't know. These could be different swords with shields. Yeah. I was going to say, it depends on your play style, I guess, and you're all going to have different opinions. But I guess I put a lot of mine in the blade mitigation. The concussive mitigation is good. I hate getting stunned. And it's got heavy dart mitigation. Oh, this one. So I'm not doing this one. Sidearms. The Legion Tattoo. There's Mendia's Boots. Light dart mitigation, blade mitigation, and heavy dart mitigation. So this is a decent all-rounder. Armor's not huge, but it's a good all-rounder for the other things. So if you want to run light, here's a good set for you. I think it's a good basic set. Basic balanced set. Versus, and these are the steel suits. The steel suits give you that water, but I personally felt like after a while, if you've got the litigen, I was actually quite self-sustainable when it came to water. The poison sniper, I'll have a look at that in a second. As good as this is from a water perspective, as after I've had the litigen or litigen, whatever you want to call it, I was all right. All you needed, it's a Reaper and a bottle, and you're good to go. The engine. Family claim their ancestry. Merchant engineers ever claim this model. Actually, does it give you any stats? No. One-man ground car. I don't know how this... It's a tier 2, so I don't know how this goes once you've got the tier 1 one. I'm assuming it's better. It is the only engine in the tier 2 section. So you could get, I don't know how important it is to get it. To craft it, we still need the iron dust, the particle capacitors. So not major. Tier 2. Unique. 100%. We need the Knight Rider Send bike boost. 100%. The boost is essentially a requirement. I don't know if you guys felt that, but I felt like it was. When traveling around, uses a steel suit swaps armor than when fighting mobs. Yeah, look, I'm more thinking as a tier 2 item, is it something we stop for to get? Because to get the steel suit, I'm happy to make it. And definitely, it'd be easy just traveling around and put it on someone who's crafting. Where is it? So you can't get it does take spice infused iron dust. You need this micro sandwich fabric, plant fiber. So there's a few things you do need to craft it. Do you need it? I guess that's the thing for me. Or will you get away with just having the drink bottle? But Oathbreaker. Now he's the heavy stuff. So light dart mitigation, concussive mitigation, heavy dart mitigation, and the armor value. It's just the blade mitigation. That's the part that scares me. Because the Oathbreaker looks nice. You're really, like in a firefight, you're good, you're heavy. As soon as someone walks up to you with a knife, you're in trouble. So do you do a combination between an Oathbreaker and a Manol suit? Not the Manol suit, was it men? I'm missing something. No, it was that one. Yeah, the Mendias. for the armor. And I don't, so even though the armor is increased ridiculously and it goes, you got a blade mitigation of -7, does the armor compensate? One trailer, I don't think it's needed. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you got a choice between the unique stuff set is the Oathbreaker or the Mendiers. Whether you want to go light or you want to go heavy. Less armor, more blade mitigation, but more armor and more dart mitigation. And concussive mitigation. I wonder if there's a speed, like it doesn't say it in the data, but I'd like to know if there's a speed impact by having one or the other. The old Sparky, 100%. So these power tools, I noticed when you're going out and getting dew, yeah, you just need this to be maintained. There's nothing worse than stopping, waiting for the charge up again, and then it stops. And if you want to jump off high cliffs, Olive's Quick Cutter, was that better than? Did I have the Olive's Quick? No, I didn't. Anything that's going to help you gather tools, resources quicker, 100%. It feels so good. Oh, look at that blade, 19.4. 100% getting it. So during the boltering and some pulse swords were used to cut through the thinking machines and damage their electronics with pulses of deadly electricity. It's said that the secret they're making that lost during the ensuring center, the unique blade gives a small jolt of electricity energy that palms and parrying an enemy, offering a small stamina boost, a far cry from the legendary swords of the Boltrian Jihad. I wonder if this sword uses the power pack or the sword generates its own power. Where is that? Which one did I say? Because I'm sure there's a delay. When I had Mach 2 gun skilled with trooper was killing range and melee with shield quite easy. When melee did get close, they held down attack and sword and penetrated through the shield. Yeah, it's good. Oh, the Mach 1? Okay, gotcha. The blood bag was very good. I think I picked this one up. Or did I? It was just a medium. Where I don't know how many slots, but if it's a medium or this one, having 9 slots in one blood bag was awesome. The pseudo pulse sword. Oh, there's 2 of them. So right next to where we're going to build. Oh, there's a probability. 69% and 44%. Okay, so we can get it down in. It looks like the testing station down in the right, and then obviously probably the testing station up at the top. So that's good. Just same again. This is where these microfloor fiber parts come in, and this is why you need to do the shipwrecks. You need these parts. So the only thing is the iron dust we need to farm, but it's only 3, so it's not high, but it's a nice sword. Tier 2 unique. Scorpio's Drinker. Is that the one that I had? Oh, no, Scipio's. Is that it? Scipio's? Same again, 19.4 short blade. Draw blood from the enemies during torch. He created the unique Kittigel based on one of had stolen on the Hager. Made of advanced materials, the Kittigel works on the same principle. Small grooves feed up blood to the hilt, which can be emptied into a waiting container. So this one does the electricity, but the same one, this one gives you blood, and that's very nice. Same again, same area. Probability, 20%. Good blade, though. Not weapons. Tier 2. Unique. Shotgun and shield. Is there... oh, yeah, sorry. I'm like, is there a shield? I'm like, yeah, no, you put it on you. I'd really like this shotgun. Did I get all the mat stats in here? No, tier 2. And then the shredder. That's going to be good. Rate of fire. Oh, no. Is the shredder the shotgun? Spikes the barrel mean that the darts fired from the unique shatter gun. Well, yeah, it is. breaking the multiple shrapnel pieces on impact, causing bleeding effects on enemies. It isn't known for creating such a statistic weapon, but it's commonly used for the Karab of Hagar Basin. That I do like the shotties. Or what do they call them? Shatter guns. 48 clip size, reload speed, long, effective range, accuracy bad. Shredder and Disruptor. Yeah, I didn't mind the Disruptor, but yeah, I was more Shredder and then straighten the blade. Soft step boots. Found a band. What do they do? Blade mitigation. It's a weird set of boots compared. So what is this? Oh no, that's the heavy boots. Did the other set have a pair of boots? That's the steel suit boots. So blade mitigation 7.5. What's the deal with these? Oh, so these aren't special at all, but the soft step boots. Each step of these boots seem to melt into the sand, reducing the vibrations that attract the worm. So not a bad set of boots. We definitely need that. The Imperia's wing. So that's a suspensor belt, is it? Jump twice to activate and float upwards. I actually never used it. So suspensor fields are notorious for preserving momentum. They deplete power as long as they are kept activated. And Way of the Wanderer. So this is, I know it's the pistol. To be honest, I didn't mind the pistol as well. It was pretty good. Shotgun for range NPC and disruptor for melee. Yeah, fair enough. I just like the one shot by holding the power of the sword. Wings were handy. Yeah, that's the thing. I can see that they would have been handy, but for some reason I've never used the Barga. All right. Well, I think grapple and wing traverse was great. I think there were some high things. I think from where was it? This island here. This here had some very high mountains. I have a feeling we're going to have to use it more in the future as well. But look, overall, pretty good. Well, I think that is it. It's 10:27 p.m. on a Thursday night. So I think that's enough for today. How long have we been on for? Where's the timer? 2 hours and 58 minutes. So good. We hit the bit. We're banging on the 3-hour mark. But look, good start. Good start. It's going to definitely help us out moving forward. So thanks for joining the conversation. Anytime, Mouse. Anytime. Who are you playing with, Mouse? What country are you heading in from? Yeah, no, Rotten. We're definitely get some mates in here. I've got mates coming, but unfortunately they're coming the 10th. They don't want to hit the 5th. Doesn't matter. You can still join in either time. Legion Tattoo and Shredder. Well, all right, guys. I'm going to head to bed and I'll catch you guys later. And yes, probably see you tomorrow. USA? Oh, beautiful. I was going to say, if you said Australia, New Zealand, you were going to be recruited for sure. All right, guys. I'll catch you later. See you guys. Oh, I could turn you off. Bye-bye.